Hey guys, my name is Shelby Thomas and I am an English ed major. I will be graduating next year, but I continue to keep studying to get my master's. If you were to ask me what kind of a reader I am, I would say very non-traditional. I like listening to audiobooks and reading articles, but I'm not always tempted to pick up a physical book. When I am, it's always horror, historical fiction, or I've been really into memoirs the last year. The main issue I run into when reading is that I'll start a book and get like 3/4 of the way through it and put it down and never think about it again. Hopefully I'll figure out how to fix that so I can help my students with that issue as well. There's two types of English ed majors. There's writers and readers, and I am definitely a writer. I'm not the best reader, so I'm hoping to learn some better skills. That being said, reading has been very impactful on my life despite it not being my favorite hobby in the world. Specifically, when I was in elementary school, I was a huge reader. So at one point it has been my favorite hobby, I guess. I loved the Rainbow Magic Fairy series. I read all of it. I loved Junie B. Jones. I was super into that. Magic Treehouse, whatever that was awesome. Then when I got to middle school, it kind of dropped off reading as much. The only memorable series I read was Harry Potter, which I still read and love. And honestly, that series was a source of comfort for me in one of the loneliest and hardest eras of my life. And now as an adult, the most impactful text that I've read has been The In-Between by Haley Vlahos. It's an excellent memoir. She is a hospice nurse and she describes her experiences giving end-of-life care and the people who she worked with, their advice to her. And while I was struggling through an eating disorder, it saved my life. That book, I would say, pushed me to search for help and gave me a new outlook on life when I really needed it. My favorite thing to watch the past few months is Housewives. I've specifically, over this break so far, been really into the Housewives of Salt Lake City. They're crazy. Constant in my life, I've been super into true crime, and Annie Elise is my favorite true crime YouTuber. I really recommend her. So I'm excited for this class. Hopefully I can learn some more about YA, and as someone who wants to write YA books, I would love to get a little more insight into what would be interesting to younger readers, and hopefully improve my reading skills myself.